Hi everyone, good morning. I'm going to create a series, series of videos for MuleSoft real-time project. So how we are going to get the requirements and what is the work you are going to do it in our real time. So once you joined in organization. So as part of this session, today's agenda is what is SDLC and what is waterfall, what is waterfall methodology and agile methodology or agile process. Okay, which one we are going to use it in our real time. Then what is SRS or BRD. Okay, these are the major key points which we are going to discuss today. And tomorrow onwards, the exact requirements, how we are going to create an user stories and how to assign the user stories and how we are going to work with the user stories. So, okay, that part we are going to discuss before entering into the design development and those kind of things. So how many of you know what is waterfall and agile? If you have any idea.
I
Okay.
have some idea about
Okay,
it.
you have some idea. Okay. So to consider this, okay, I'm going to explain. So that is the reason just I'm asking. Okay, if you don't have any idea, that is also fine. Okay. We'll go from basics. Okay, no worries. I'll teach you from beginning. So here, uh, suppose what is SDLC? Suppose you have joined into any one of the organization or you want to develop some product. Okay. So in every organization, we are going to follow SDLC. SDLC is nothing but software development lifecycle. Okay. Software development lifecycle. Okay. Before going to talk about SDLC, suppose you want to build or you want to construct a home. So what you are going to do? So okay. So first we will go for a planning, right? Okay. Planning. It's like an architecture. Okay. Suppose you want to construct any house or something. Then the raw material. Okay. The raw material. So it's kind of thing. Okay. So it's like our real-time example, just I'm telling. So the same way. So once you do planning and if you have raw material, then you can easily develop or you can easily build your home. The same way we do have SDLC lifecycle methodology. Suppose you want to develop one product, okay, or you want to develop one software, we need to follow software development lifecycle. Okay, software development lifecycle. So here, if you observe software development lifecycle, so what is the first phase? Okay, the first phase is requirements gathering. Requirements gathering. Okay, suppose I want to design, I want to design two APIs. Okay, first you need to get the requirements. Okay, you need to get the requirements. What is your resource path? What is your query parameters? Uh, how the API looks like? What is your input? What is your output? Okay, these kind of things we are going to uh, get the requirements gathering phase. Okay, who will give the requirements? Who will give the requirements? Okay, so we will get the requirements from clients. Okay, you'll get the requirements from clients. Clients are product owner, we will call it as. Okay, just remember these words. Okay, clients or product owner. Okay, sometimes we'll call it as client, or sometimes we'll call it as product owner. In agile terminology, we are going to talk about these kind of things. Okay, fine. Next, once you get the requirements, okay, so what you will do, you will do some analysis. Okay, this is the second phase. Second phase, requirements gathering, analysis, design. Okay, so in this design phase, what you will do by using raml, right? Okay, by using raml, we are going to design our APIs. Design our APIs. So where analysis will come? Okay, see, analysis is nothing but it's like what are the softwares it is required. Okay, is there any new project or is there any existing project which we are going to develop? Those kind of things it is going to involve. Okay, so requirements gathering will give the requirements, clients or product owner, and here we do have in between BA is nothing but business analyst. Okay, business analyst. So we will do analysis. So here we do have an architect or technical lead. Okay, architect or technical lead. Next, so sometimes in the design part, right? Okay, the design part you may develop. Okay, you may design, or developer or technical lead or architect. Okay, that is up to your organization. Next, once the design is done, we do have coding phase. Okay, coding. So here you will do actual development. Actual development. Okay, here we do actual development. 1, 2, 3. This is the fourth phase. Okay, so once you develop, okay, how you are going to develop? By using anypoint studio, we will develop. Okay, next, once the development is done, we will move to testing phase. Testing phase. So here we will call it as QA. QA is nothing but quality analyst or tester. Okay, we'll call it as quality analyst or tester. Okay, so these guys will do testing. These guys will do testing. So once testing is done, once you get a sign off, okay, once your product and everything is ready, then we'll finally go with the deployment. How we are going to deploy? By using cloudhub. Okay, this is an actual process. This is a normal process which we are going to follow. Okay, this is called SDLC with our MuleSoft application. How we are going to work? See, you may get a requirement. I mean, you may get a interview question also, like how you are going to get the requirements. Okay, so how you will get the requirements? You will get the requirements from clients or product owner. We do have business analyst. Okay, he or she, what he will do? Okay, he will do some analysis. Okay, based on the client requirement, and he will share the documents or user stories. Okay, we'll talk about end to end in agile. Okay, how it is going to perform, but as part of SDLC, just understand the basics. Next, we do have architect or team lead or manager. They will do analysis. Okay, they will do analysis on the, suppose if is there any existing project, they will do analyze, and what are the components you need to modify, and what are the new softwares it is required. Okay, those kind of things. Okay, based on the client requirement. Then we'll go for a design. So once the design is approved, then we'll go for a development, then testing and deployment. This is called SDLC. Okay, this is a process. SDLC process. Okay, this you have to remember. If you go any organization, okay, everywhere we are following the same life cycle. There are no changes. There are no changes, guys. Okay, this you have to remember. Requirements gathering, analysis, design, development or coding. Okay, okay, sometimes we'll call it as development. Okay, development, testing and deployment. These are the phases. This is very, very important. This is very, very important. Next. I hope you have some clear idea on SDLC. Okay. SDLC. Let me clear the annotations here. Okay, that's about SDLC. Next, what is waterfall and agile? Okay, what is waterfall and agile? So we'll talk about first waterfall model. Okay, first we'll talk about waterfall model. Then finally we are going to discuss about agile methodology. Okay, this is the trend now. Okay, most of the organizations are using. Okay, 99% nowadays. Okay, agile process. But before that, you have to understand what is waterfall. Then only you can able to correlate with agile process. Okay, fine. Coming to waterfall, see there are, okay, I hope you guys were studied in your education also in the SDLC. Suppose if you are a CSC student, okay, so there are some methodologies. It's like waterfall methodology is available. Waterfall is there, and V model is there. Spiral model is there. Okay, spiral model, and increment model is there. Okay, these are the SDLC life cycle methodologies. But most of the organizations in the earlier days, we used to follow waterfall. Okay, so nowadays we are adopting agile methodology or agile process or agile model. Okay, methodology, agile method. I'll keep it as or agile model. So in olden days, okay, it's a legacy process. Okay, it's a legacy process, but there are some organizations still they are following the waterfall methodology, but I don't see, I mean, so there are some organizations, they are also following V model and spiral model and increment model also, but nowadays it's a trend. Trend is in, okay, trend is in agile model. Okay, fine. Now, first we'll talk about waterfall. The waterfall, okay, waterfall is one of the SDLC, okay. So it contains, okay, there also we are following the same kind of steps, but how it is going to work, I'll give you one example, okay. So there also we do have, see in all the SDLC lifecycle models, requirements gathering, analysis, design, development, testing, deployment, okay. These phases are common. These phases are common, okay. But how we are going to utilize, these phases, that will be the different, okay. That will be the different. There are some methodologies, okay. Okay. We are going to first we will do requirements gathering for 1 month, okay, 1 month, and analysis for 1 month, design for 1 month, okay. It will be like this, but there are some process, everything, okay, it's like a combination of all these phases, everything they are going to do it in 1 month, okay. That will be the difference, okay. I'll give you one example so that you can able to understand. Okay, fine. Next, coming to waterfall, okay, it is then one of the SDLC model, okay, software development lifecycle model. So here, okay, what is the first step? Requirements gathering, right? Okay, I'll explain it here itself instead of writing. Suppose you can consider this is an waterfall methodology, how it is going to happen. Okay, I want to I want to develop one website. Okay, I want to develop one website or two APIs. Okay, you can consider like that. Okay, so first here the requirements gathering. So again, the same thing in the waterfall methodology, we will give the requirements. The requirements will come from clients or BA, clients or BA, or okay, we'll call it as product owner in agile process only. Okay. So here, what will happen? Let me. Okay, BA is going to share the SRS document or BRD. So anyway, this is the legacy process, but we are not following this process. Anyway, before going to Agile, I'm going to explain what is waterfall. Okay, that is very important. I'll show you software requirement specification document also in an example. Okay, let me show you how it will be. See, if you observe this one, they will share, okay, the client will share this kind of document. Okay, SRS is nothing but software requirement specification document. It describes the project. Okay, first they will give you the document. Okay, first they will give you the document. Okay, so they don't directly to work as a like, okay, to design this API, that API, something like that. Okay, it's not like that. First they will give you one document. Client will share the document with you. Okay, you have to. So this is like requirements document. So once you joined in any organization, suppose if your organization is following waterfall methodology, okay, you can consider like that. First, they will give you this document. What is the document? Software requirement specification document they will give you. Okay. Or BRD, business requirement document. You have to familiar with these words because this is very, very important. Even for interviews, all if you join any organization, okay, please remember these words. SRS, BRD, okay. Who is BA? What is client? Okay. ALINT, correct. Okay. SRS is nothing but software requirement specification document. Okay. So here they are going to describe what is the requirement. Okay. What is the requirement? The table of content, it will be available like this. Okay. Let me clear this. So what is the purpose of document? What is the project scope? What is the references? What is the document conversation? Okay. Product features. So these kind of things, everything it will be available in your SRS. What is the purpose of this project? Okay, first, what is the purpose of this project? Next, it will come to the document conventions. Okay, see, they will mention DB means database, ER means entity relationship model, SRS means suppose software requirement specification, these kind of things. Okay, in the document, they are going to use the shortcuts. Okay, the short words instead of using this word. So that is the reason they have mentioned here. Next, coming to what is the project scope? Okay, why we are going to develop this project and what are the benefits? What are the key benefits of the project? And everything it will be available in your SRS, software requirement specification document or BRD. Next, product perspective. Okay, suppose you want to develop 3 APIs. Okay, one is for flight details, one is for customer description, one is for reservation description. Sorry, it's like reservation details. Okay, these are the details. Okay, they will just like they will mention in a words. Okay, we have to understand first. Okay, we have to understand what is the requirement. It's not like 1 or 2 days you have to complete everything. Okay, there will be a team. There will be a team, 5 to 10 persons. Okay, that is up to your organization. Okay, you have to sit and you have to analyze. Okay, and you have to work. work together. It's like a teamwork, guys. Next, what are the product features? These are the relationship. Okay, this is the entity diagram. So the same way you will get the diagram. Okay, so in which service you need to call and what are the end systems we do have, those kind of things, it will be available. Okay. And next thing is, what are the system features? Okay, this kind of document. Okay, what are the system features and what is the client, and okay, what are the servers we have to access, and what are the functional requirements, what is non-functional requirements. Okay, FR means, again, FR means functional requirements. Okay, FR means functional requirements. Non-FR, non-functional requirements. Okay, these kind of things, it will be available in the SRS document or BRD document. Okay, now again we'll come here. Requirements gathering. So in the requirements gathering, can someone tell me who will provide the requirements?
Stakeholder.
Client.
Correct. We can call it as client or stakeholders. Okay. So these guys are going to provide the requirements. So how you will get the requirement? Based on SRS or BRD. Okay, they are going to share this document. Okay, they are going to show this document. Then, just a second, guys. Yeah, here, so in the requirements gathering, we do have in the waterfall methodology. Okay, so we'll talk about first waterfall methodology, right? Okay, in the waterfall methodology, suppose we do have a team like, okay, I'll consider as 5 developers. Okay, 5 developers, 2 QA. Okay, then we do have team lead or technical lead. Okay, then we do have 1 architect. Next, okay, you can consider these things. Okay, yes, this one. So how it is going to happen? So now totally we do have 9 members team. Totally we do have 9 members team. So there is a new project. There is a new project. So first, what your team lead and architect, okay, these 2 persons is going to involve. Okay, only these 2 persons is going to involve in requirements gathering. Okay, requirements gathering and analysis phase. Okay, so this will take 2 months. Okay, just try to understand, this is very important. 2 months. 2 months they will spend a time. Okay, and they will get the requirements, they will do analysis. Okay, they will do analysis. 1 and 2 steps are done. It will take 2 months. In the meantime, these 7 persons are sitting ideal. Okay, these persons are sitting ideal. Now just try to understand here. Now it will come to design and coding. Okay, it will come to design. So here design it will take 1 month. Design it will take 1 month. Okay, who is going to design? Are your developers, or your architect or technical lead? Okay, it's like depends on the person's availability. Okay, now here what will happen? So these persons, okay, see, directly client is not interacting with the developer. Okay, so here we do have client. On the below we do have architect or team lead. Okay, so these persons are going to communicate with the developer. Developer is communicating with QA person. Okay, now just try to understand. So what is the problem here? Okay, so the client is explained everything. Okay, the client is explained everything to architect and team lead. Okay, it's like you can assume there are 10 key points. So here these guys are going to convey the information with the developer only. Suppose there might be some miscommunication, only 7 points. So what developer will do? So developer will develop only based on architect or team lead conversation. Okay, team lead conversation. So he designed, okay, this will take 1 month. For development, it will take 2 more months. Okay, for testing, it will go for 1 month. For deployment, okay, deployment and these kind of things. Okay, next another 1 month. Okay, another one. So how many months total? 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 months. Okay, total our project will be completed in 7 months. Guys, please go on mute. Okay, now with the span of 7 months, we have developed one product or one software. Now finally we are going to deliver with this product. Okay, product with the customer, but customers are not happy with this product because there is some miscommunication between here. Okay, so client has explained something and he is also expecting there are some more features. Okay, so it is difficult to modify because we have developed everything. Okay, you can consider as house. Okay, so in the initial phase, suppose you can change it. So once you build everything, okay, once you develop everything, so you can't be modified. Okay, you can modify it, but it will be again rework. It will be again rework. Okay, that is the problem. Also here, there is a billing issues. Okay, see, requirements gathering and analysis phase. Okay, developers and testers are sitting ideal. So once you do design and coding, the testers, okay, these guys are sitting ideal, but we have to pay. Okay, then if these all the processes are running, then these phases, okay, requirements gathering and analysis, okay, these guys are sitting ideal. So something will be like that. Okay, so there are some drawbacks. Okay, the clients also not happy with this product, whatever you have developed, because you have we are unable to modify this product. Okay, they want to add something. Okay, there is one website. Okay, you have developed one login page and one sign up page, and the design they want to change it. Okay, it is very difficult to change at the last moment. Also it is taking, okay, the clients also doesn't know what's going on here. See, so it's like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, so once you deploy everything, so here only the clients will be available, right? Okay, so you have to complete entire process, then only the client will get to know what is going. Okay, what's going on? So that is the reason. That is the reason most of the organizations are coming up with the new approach. Okay, new approach. Also, they are utilizing the resources. Okay, wisely. Okay. I think most of the companies not following with the waterfall methodology nowadays. So everything it is an agile process. Okay, what is agile and how the agile work is going to work in order to build any software, that we are going to see. Okay, if you have any doubts here, any doubts before going to jump into agile? Okay, I'll take it as no. Again, okay. So here you'll get the requirements gathering phase. How you will get the requirements? So like we do have stakeholders or clients. They are going to give you the requirements based on SRS or BRD. I already showed you like one example. So how the document looks like. In the analysis phase, okay, there is one more thing. In the analysis and design phase, we have HLD and LLD documents. HLD and LLD. What is HLD? High level design. Okay, see, high level design and low level design. Okay, these documents we have to prepare and you have to get it review with your clients or your architect. Okay, see, in waterfall methodology, we used to follow this. Okay, HLD and LLDs. Okay, HLD and LLDs. High level design, low level design documents. Next, so based on design, you will prepare the raml or whatever it is. Then you will develop the project. Then you will test it and you will deploy it. It's a span of 7 months. The span of 7 months. Just observe. So how much time it will take? It took 7 months to develop one software or one product. Okay, now let me erase this. Now I hope you have some basic idea on how waterfall is going to work. How waterfall is going to work. So here mainly there is a miscommunication. Okay, and also so you don't know. Okay, developer is not going to talk with client directly, or QA is not going to talk with client directly. Only these two persons are going to talk with clients. Whatever technical lead or architect is going to explain. So that's what we are going to develop and we are going to test it. And it is also time taken process. Okay, it's also time taken process. Okay, if any one of the process is running and the next process people are sitting ideal. Okay, sitting ideal, they are not going to do any work for 1 month time or 2 months time. It will be like that. Okay, so that is the reason the organizations come up with a new approach that is called agile process. So that's very, very important. Okay, agile methodology or agile process. Now, so what is going to happen here? See, here also we are going to follow same steps only, the same steps only, but how we are going to utilize, okay, that's very important. Okay, just observe here. Just observe here. In the agile process, first URL will be available. Okay, so how you will get the client requirements and those kind of things. Okay, here it will be, the process will be little bit different. Okay, just observe. So in the clients, we will call it as here product owner. So we will give the requirements. Okay, first requirements gathering, product owner. We'll call it as product owner. clients or stakeholders. Okay, next. We do have analysis phase, analysis. We do have architect.
Team lead.
Yes, architect, product owner. Here we do have BA, business analyst. Business analyst. Okay, they are going to analyze the business. Okay, what are the areas we need to improve and those kind of work they are going to do. Okay, BA, architect, or technical lead, or team lead. Okay, next, design. Tech lead. Sometimes they will give you the work for developer also. Okay, you may need to develop or you need to design. Next, development, developer, tech lead. Okay, sometimes architect also will get involved in in the design, but here you have to develop. Okay, developer is going to develop. Okay, next, testing, QA, quality analyst or tester we will call it as. Okay, testers. Next, deployment and maintenance. Deployment and maintenance, or support we'll call it as deployment and support or maintenance. So here we do have, once you deploy, there will be a separate support team. Okay, separate support team. They are going to monitor your application. Okay, they're going to monitor your application, how it is going to work, and is there any errors are coming or something like that. Okay, so now fine. So here, before, okay, how we are going to get the requirements here. Okay, see, so the first thing is, here we do have backlog grooming. Backlog grooming. Okay, just try to understand how many types of meetings will be available. Okay, I'll write it here first. So this is very important for interviews also in your real time. What type of meetings available in Agile? It's very, very important. Backlog grooming. First is backlog grooming. First I'll write it all the meetings here. Next, backlog grooming, sprint planning, daily scrum or stand up, sprint review or demo, retrospective. See, here we do have 5 types of meetings will be available if your organization is going to follow. Okay, Agile process. So backlog grooming. Okay, first we'll come from one by one. What is happening in backlog grooming? Okay, there are some requirements. So we have discussed about SRS and BRD, right? In the backlog grooming, okay, who are all involved here? Okay, see, so here, what type of people will be available? Like, so everyone, okay, this everyone, okay, all are will be part of these meetings. It's not like only architect or technical lead is going to uh, attend these meetings, and sprint planning only developer and QA is going to attend this meeting. It's not like that. So here, all the persons, okay, all team members PO, BA. Here we do have Scrum Master also. So what Scrum Master will do, he will ask the status, okay, everyday status, okay, is going to maintain. PO, Scrum Master, Architect, testers, okay, etc. Overall will be available, okay, related to this project. Everyone needs to attend all the 5 meetings. It's not like only 1 person or 2 person has to attend these meetings. Okay. So that is the main advantage here, because PO or BA is going to discuss. Okay. So they are going to explain what is their requirement. Okay. What is their requirement? So that time, so the developer or tester or architect, so everyone will be available. So they will ask the queries. Okay. They will ask the requirements, doubts, something will be like that. Okay. So they will get to know what they're expecting. Okay. So in the BlackRock grooming, it will happen every 1 week. Okay. Weekly once. So here we are going to discuss requirements for a product. See, each and every requirement we are going to discuss. Okay. So here we will groom the stories. We'll call it as here, like, see, I have showed you, right? 1 minute. See, suppose there are 3 requirements here. You can consider there are 3 requirements here. So every requirement here, we are going to create a user story. We'll call it as user stories. User story is nothing but there is a requirement. That's it, guys. Okay. User stories. Just to be familiar with this. Okay. Backlog grooming. Groom the stories. Okay. Groom the stories. And we'll give you the user story points. User story points. It's like 1 to 8. Okay. Story points will be given as 1 to 8. So here, so mainly we'll call it as sprint. So the sprint will happen in 2 to 3 weeks. Okay. Some companies, they will follow 2 weeks. Okay. Some, they are going to follow 3 weeks. Okay. Then just I'll give you the 2 weeks. Okay. 2 to 3 weeks, but sprint will happen in 2 weeks. Just understand this. Okay. With the 2 weeks of time, so how many days will be there? We do have 2 weeks means it will come 10 days. Okay. It will come 10 days. It's like excluding holidays. Okay. It will come the 10 days. So in that 10 days, so totally 14 days, right? 14 days, we do have holiday for 4 days. Then working days are working days. I'll keep it as working days are 10 days. So here, every day, we are going to consider as 1 point, 1 story point. Suppose there is a work, there is a huge work. Okay. So sometimes you need to pick the 2 user stories or 3 user stories or only 1 user story. That is depends on the requirement. Okay. Or the priority. Okay. Those things and all. Okay. How to give the user story points and everything we are going to discuss in the next session. Okay. In the next session. But simply I'm telling, okay, there is a requirement. You have to develop one Flight API. Okay. Flight API. You can consider this is your user story. So we do have 10 working days, even though we will give the 8 points. Okay, 8 points. So one story point equal to 6 hours. So without breaks, okay. So 8 hours we need to work, right? So in that 8 hours, we'll consider as, okay, with excluding breaks and everything. So 6 hours. One story point equal to 6 hours. So like that, 8 story points means 8 6 are 48. Okay, you have to consider like this. So 8 is highest. 8 is highest. Suppose. So the story point numbers also always it will be an Fibonacci series. Okay, 1, 3, 5, and 8. So you should not give 2, 4, 6, those kind of things. Okay, these are the principles that we are following. So now one story points means 1 day, 3 means 3 days. So you can consider like this. Okay, or else you can consider into hours also. Okay, that's fine. Here backlog grooming. Okay, backlog grooming will happen in every 1 week. So here we will discuss about the user stories and how many points we can give and what is the priority task and those kind of things. Now, before going to start sprint planning will happen 2 weeks once. Okay, 2 weeks, 2 weeks once, because every sprint you have to complete, right? Okay, the sprint will happen. Okay, once the sprint is completed, then again we'll do for a planning. Okay, in the background we are grooming the user stories. So here the sprint planning will happen. So here dev or QA or architect, everyone, okay, they need to pick user stories or assign the user stories. Okay, scrum master. So here scrum master is going to scrum master will ask, okay, what is your availability and how many user stories you can work and those kind of things, and he is going to assign. Scrum master is going to assign the user stories. Okay, because he is going to monitor your work. Okay, fine. Next, daily scrum or stand up we'll call it as. Okay, every day it will happen. Every day it will happen for a particular time. Even if it is an your US project, suppose you can consider it's like our Indian time will be evening times. Okay, evening times, because the clients are POs, everyone has to join, right? Okay, so you can consider as 7 p.m. IST. Okay, 7 p.m. IST every day it will happen. How much time? This is very, very important. See, if you go for an interviews, they will ask you, okay, what type of meetings it will be available. So what is backlog grouping? What is sprint planning? What is daily scrum? So how many days the sprint will happen? Or okay, how much time the stand up will be there? Those kind of things and all. Okay, this is very, very important. Just concentrate. Every day it will happen at 7 p.m. You can consider like this 15 minutes. So in this 15 minutes, you have to explain what you have done. See, this is very important. What you have done and what you have done yesterday. Okay, yesterday or today. Okay, next, what you are going to work today. Okay, what you are going to work today. Any issues or blockers. Okay, you are facing. Okay, any issues or blockers. So that everyone will get to know, okay, what you are working on, and if you are facing any issues, okay, we do have a team. They are going to help us. Okay, that is the main advantage here. In the daily scrum, we are going to talk about these things: what you have done yesterday, what you are going to work today, and any issues or blockers. Next, so how many days it will happen? Okay, every day it will happen within the sprint. Within sprint. So how many days sprint? Sprint will be for 2 weeks, 14 days. Okay. So all your 10 days of work, okay, every day you have to give the status and you have to update the comments. Okay, I'll show you how to create user stories and how it is going to happen. Okay, how you have to update your status and everything. Next, once sprint is completed, okay, sprint review. So sprint review will happen. Sprint review or demo will happen 2 weeks once. Okay, once sprint is done, so whatever you have developed so far, we are going to demo with clients, or product owner. Demo with, I'll keep it as PO, product owner. So he will, okay, everyone will be available. We will take everyone's feedback. We'll take everyone's feedback. And is there any improvements? Okay, we can easily change it. Okay, you can easily change it. Or if you want to modify something, or if you want to add some features, okay, in the next sprint, we are going to add those features. Okay, 2 weeks once, demo with the PO and team. And team will take sessions. Okay, if the clients are happy, then we'll go with that, whatever we have developed. Otherwise, we'll modify. Okay, see, the modification is very simple because we have done the development not in a 7 months. Okay, we have done so far only in the 10 days. 10 days of work, we can easily change it. Okay, now, so once it is sprint demo is done, so we do have another meeting. That's called retrospective. So this is very, very important. So in the retrospective, 3W. Okay, so what is this 3W? What went well in the sprint? What went well in the sprint? What went wrong in the sprint? What we need to improve? What we need to improve? What we need to improve? So these are the things we are going to discuss. This will happen at the end of the sprint, 2 weeks once. See, if you observe this one, so everyone are involved in all the meetings. So there is no communication gap, and also there is a fast delivery, or okay, you can call it as fast delivery. Okay, see, whatever you have developed, we are going to deploy into, okay, every 2 sprints or 3 sprints. Okay, 2 or 3 sprints. 3 sprints we are going to deploy our application into production. See, again, what is production here? So there are 3 regions here. One is dev region. Okay, what are the regions it will be available for us is in the dev region, we will work and we will deploy. Next, we do have QA region. Next, we do have production region. We'll call it as prod. Prod is nothing but it's like a live. See, whatever the applications we are seeing in our Google, right? So even if you consider HDFC Bank or SBI Bank, those kind of things. Okay, so this is development environment. QA is for test environment. Prod means production or live. Okay. So as soon as if you develop, the users can use your application. Suppose you can consider WhatsApp. So initial days, what will be the features? Okay, what are the features it is available? So we don't have any status. Feature. Just simply we can chat with one person to another person. But after some days, what will happen? There are some emojis, the stickers. Okay, the new feature they have added. Okay, so it's like every sprint they are going to discuss. Okay, or in the backlog grooming, they are going to discuss, okay, these are the features I need. Okay, in the next sprint, you can work on those kind of things. So once it is done, they will go with the review with the PO. So once it is completed, then they are going to deploy into production so that we are able to see the new features. And nowadays, there is one new feature, I think, in the status. Okay, after the status, we do have a follows. Okay, followers. It's like how we do have in Instagram, the same feature they have added. It's like every sprint they are working on the new features. So it's not like they need to wait for 7 months or 8 months. So what will happen in a waterfall model? So if you wait for 7 months or 1 year, there will be another person. He is going to invent new product. Okay. That is the way. Okay. Their business also will lose, right? Okay. That is the reason. So whatever you have developed so far, you can deploy into production. The same way the customers or users, they can use it. That is the main advantage. Okay. So anyway, I'll share this class notes with you guys. Okay. Don't worry about that. So these are the very, very important things. Next, coming to Agile. Okay. So here we do have sprints. So it's like we are splitting the work. Okay. So whatever you are going to do it for 5 months, right? Okay. In the waterfall methodology, 5 months. Okay. So here we are separating as, okay, 10 sprints or 12 sprints or something like this. So we are delivering whatever you have developed. Okay. So every sprint also, see some companies, every sprint they are going to deploy into production, or 2 sprints. Once we are going to deploy your code into production, or 3 sprints. Okay. That is up to your organization. So the same process. So here also we do have following the same SDLC only, but the actions were different. See, everything it is happening in the within a sprint. Backlog grooming and sprint planning, daily scrum, sprint review, and retrospective. Everything is happening in a single sprint. So again, so whatever you groom the stories, it will go for a second sprint. So the same work, it's like a continuous process. It's like incremental model. Okay. So Agile is nothing but it's like a combination of incremental model. Okay. Combination of incremental and the spiral model. Okay. So here we do have planning and designing, see, develop and testing and deploy. Again, if you observe this diagram, see, plan, design, develop, test, and deploy. So this is for one sprint. So within the sprint, suppose if we have 20 modules, so for the first sprint, you are developing 3 modules, and 3 modules you are going to deploy into production so that they can use it. And next sprint, you have developed suppose 10 modules. So 10 modules you are going to deploy. Next, we do have another sprint. Okay. So it's like there are remaining 7 modules. These 7 modules we are going to deploy it into production. So this is how the work process in your real time it is going to happen, and the clear picture of the agile process. Okay. Just observe here. So whatever we have discussed so far, the same thing only. Here we do have product owner, architect, and BA. Okay. The team also it will be available. Okay. So here first we do have backlog grooming or product backlog, anything. Okay. So this is our first step, and this will be happen every 1 week. Okay. Just we are grooming the stories. So everyone will be involved in all the meetings. It's not like only architect or BA is going to take care about. Okay. So all the team members, you have an opportunity to talk with product owner. Next, we do have sprint planning. Okay. Sprint planning meeting. So what we are going to work in this sprint. Okay. See, there is one website. We do have login page or sign up page. Correct. Okay. So for this website, you need to develop some APIs. Okay. And ATM, okay, ATM transactions. See, first we need to develop login page or sign up page APIs, not ATM, right? Okay. These are the high priority. First priority is this one or this one. Next priority is this one. So this we are going to discuss in our sprint planning meeting, and which story who is going to work. Okay. See, suppose not only one person is going to work, right? Suppose the sign up page is going to work with Ravi. Okay, this is assigned to one person, and this login page is going to work with Srikanth or something like this. Okay, so this functionality is going to work with another person. Okay, that detailed things we are going to discuss in tomorrow's class. Next, sprint planning meeting, product owner. Okay, the team is available. Okay, product backlog is the first step. Okay, every 1 week it is going to happen. Sprint planning is happening for every 2 weeks. Okay, see whatever the items it will be available in sprint backlog. Okay, that okay, suppose if you didn't complete, okay, if you are not going to complete the task, okay, that will go for a sprint backlog. Okay, then that is going to carry forward in a next sprint. Okay, you have to explain why you are unable to complete the task and those kind of things. Next, sprint planning is done. So here we do have, just observe, Scrum Master. So he is going to manage entire team. Okay, he is going to conduct your team meetings. Okay, so every day you have to explain what you have done and what you are going to do. Okay, are you facing any issues or blockers? See, this is called daily Scrum. We can call it as daily Scrum or DSM. See, DSM in the sense also, see, daily Scrum meeting or stand-up call, something like this. Okay, so that is depends on your organization how you are going to call it as. But this is an architecture. Okay, how we are going to follow this. So this will happen 10 days. So apart from holidays, okay, you can consider that every day it's a continuous process. You will develop something, okay, you will do testing or whatever it is. So you have to give the status to Scrum Master. So once the sprint is done, okay, once your work is done, you'll go for a review. Okay, you'll go for a review. Okay, see, just basic example. You have given a contract to the civil engineer or someone to build build one apartment. Okay, build one apartment or one house. So he has completed 10% of the work. So 10% of work, not 100%. Then he is going to show us, okay, this is okay for you, like the window or how the kitchen will be or how the bedroom will be, something will be like that. So that is called demo or review. So it's not like you have to complete 100% and you are going to give you the demo. So there might be some changes. If you complete 100%, if you complete 100%, then it is very difficult to change it. So that's why we have changed it to waterfall to agile methodology. Okay, nowadays in all the organizations are using the same agile process only. So you have to be familiar with these things. Okay, product owner and product backlog, sprint planning meetings and daily scrum master and sprint review and sprint retrospective. So finally, so once the sprint review is done with your client, okay, once he is happy with that, whatever you have developed with the login page or sign up page, or is there any suggestions, we are going to take it up for next sprint. And finally, we do have sprint retrospective. Here we are going to discuss just like, okay, is there anything we need to improve or all the things are went well? Something will be like that. Okay, it's like sprint retrospective. This is very, very important. Then how the user stories we are going to write, okay, how you are going to create the user stories and all. Okay, so the user story sometimes you need to create, or sometimes what will happen, your business analyst, if you have BA or scrum master, they are going to create the user stories. So for this, what you need to do, you have to create, okay, you have to create. See, I also didn't create any user stories here. So it's like a real time how you are going to work in your organization. So the same work only we are going to complete one end-to-end projects. Okay, so for that, what you need to do, you have to just go through this recording once again, okay, and create one Microsoft account, and share it with me. Okay, share it with me in a WhatsApp group so that I'll add you. Okay, so now you guys are part of one of the organization, something like, suppose you can consider you guys are part of ViTech organization. So here I'm going to give you one opportunity for you guys. Okay, if you are anyone is interested to work, I mean the real-time project, okay, or you have to be involved in design phase or development phase, okay, you can let me know. I'll assign the task with you, okay, so that you can complete the same task, the same work we are going to discuss in our day-to-day class. So that is one opportunity. Next, so here, if you observe here, right, see in the boards, work items is there, backlogs is there, sprints is there, okay. If you click on this backlog, so here you can create the user stories, okay. See, new work item, okay, what is our task and those kind of things. Tomorrow, first, we are going to create all the user stories, okay. It's like we will go with the backlog grooming first. So how it is going to happen? Backlog grooming, right? Okay. Backlog grooming. Then we'll go for sprint planning and we'll go with the daily scrum. Okay. Then sprint review and retrospective. So I'm planning to complete everything in a one sprint. Okay. It's like the 10 days of time, one simple project. Okay. So that you will get to know how the work, okay, how you will get the work in your real time and those kind of things. For you guys, the task is for you create one Microsoft account. That is very simple. Even I have explained in many of the videos. What you need to do, go to Google, create Microsoft account. What happened? Okay, fine. Create Microsoft account. Anyway, I'll give you this link also. Create Microsoft account. Just click on this second link. See, in your real time and all, these accounts, based on your organization, they are going to create it. But here we are going to practice, right? We are going to practice. We need to create. Okay. Get a new email address. Okay. If you click this one, get a new email address. So here you can give your email address. Okay. It is cool 2155 suppose. So better you can select the Outlook instead of Hotmail or something, outlook.com. Okay. Click on next. Just give your username. I mean, give your a password. Okay. You can set one password and you can share with, okay. Just share with this type of email ID. Okay. So anyway, I have created one email ID for me. Just you can create the same way if you have to create for yours also. The same way like how you are going to create Gmail account, guys. Okay. That's very simple. Okay. Then tomorrow I'll tell you, I'll add you in my organization. Like, okay, here I'm going to add your names. Okay. I'll add you in this project. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to create another project and those kind of things so that you can able to access this board. How you are going to access this board and how you are going to first update the user stories. Okay. Those kind of things we are going to see it in tomorrow. So the task is you have to create Microsoft account. Just you can give the password, click on next. That's very simple. In order to access this, right? So what you need to do? So you have to log in with, so it's not like Gmail, guys. Outlook. If you type Outlook, okay. Anyway, I have already logged in. So you will get the mailbox will be like this. So in your real time, we are not going to use Gmails. We are going to use Outlook. So that is the reason. Just I'm asking you to create one Microsoft account. See, whatever I have explained, everything it's in a real time. So once you joined, okay, you can consider as you are new to one of the organization, okay, how the process is going, okay. So how the process will work. So this is very important. Okay. Anyway, I'll update the classroom notes. Just go through the video also once again. Just be familiar with these words. Backlog grooming, sprint planning, daily scrum, overall will be available, requirements gathering, analysis, design, development, testing, deployment. Okay. So very, very important. What is sprint? Okay. See, within the sprint, we are going to complete all the steps. It's not like 7 months or 8 months. You have to wait. Okay. Within the sprints, requirements gathering, analysis, design, coding, testing, deployment. So everything we are going to complete it within the sprint. It's like more productive. The work is more productive. So whenever you may get a doubts, you can ask in a daily scrum meetings. So that's where there is no miscommunication. So there's a fast delivery. Okay. Yeah, that's it for today's class. That's it for today's class. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me now.
Yeah, bro. I have one doubt. Microsoft account. I
Oh,
will
yes.
already created a
Yeah, if
Microsoft
you have
account, bro.
already created, then you can share with that. That's fine.
Yeah, already share with me, bro. Already WhatsApp. I will share with me. Srikanth.
Okay, okay, okay,
Those.
okay, okay, okay. Yeah, once again, you can
But
share it with me.
yeah, okay, bro. I will one form will fill it, bro.
Okay, okay, okay.
One form like
Okay,
Azure
that is
dot.
different. Yeah, that is different thing. Like if you want to uh, create a CI/CD pipeline, correct? Yeah.
Yes, bro.
Mm.
And so I have one message is not there in my Microsoft Excel, bro. That's why I'm
Okay, okay,
asking.
okay, okay, okay. Okay. Anyway, I'll connect with you later. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, okay, bro.
The rest, anyone has any doubts so far? It's like waterfall and what is SDLC, what is SRS, and what is BRD. See, SRS and BRD, so it won't come in a waterfall. Okay, in waterfall, everything it will be user stories. Okay, everything it will be in user stories. See, this is an high level, guys. Okay, see, in order to learn agile process again, there will be some courses in a Google or something. Again, if you want to know pin to pin, so that will take some time. But these are the basic things I'm explaining. What is the required? Okay, what are all it is required? So that's what I'm going to explain. I don't want you guys to mess up with more things. Okay, so whatever it is required as a 3+ or 4+ years of experience, if you want to keep, okay, if you are going to join any organization, so these are the work, these are the tasks we are going to perform. Okay, that's it for today. We'll see you in tomorrow's class. The tomorrow exactly you can join at 7:30. Okay, we'll see you in tomorrow's class. Okay, so if you have any doubts, you can stay here and you can ask me.